Another example of junk science that builds into and automatically plays into these preset media narratives about just how awful everything is. Unsurprisingly, the Channel 9 press ran with this big time today. Most media didn't run with it as well, thank God, because they could see how ridiculous this was, but here we go. The safety of Australia's air travellers could be at risk because of a toxic culture of sexual harassment, rampant bullying and discrimination in the nation's air traffic control centres, a damning report has found. This would be a new one if planes start falling out of the sky because of sexual harassment.
Perhaps the bigger problem is that, like so many employers, these air traffic control outfits are putting diversity ahead of public safety. Because if you're in the air or you're taking off or you're landing, you're certainly thinking that you want the very best capable person in there controlling the flight, and you don't really care if they're male or female or black or white or anything else. You just want competence. But they are introducing gender quotas, and some of their training programs have these quotas. So, again, it's an outfit foolishly putting diversity, a political goal, ahead of public safety. So rack down air traffic control with the New South Wales Fire Brigade, the Federal Police, the Australian Army, and this madness where the public just couldn't care. You just want competence and safety. And if it's a black, gay, transvestite Asian in there running the plane and it lands me safely, good on you, mate, Sheila, whatever you are, because I'm cheering for you, and I'd give you a big kiss.
Yeah, good on you, pal. Cuddles from everyone. I mean, Corey, honestly, the attempt for this report, firstly, and then secondly, the media to try to whip this up. Planes are going to fall out of the sky because of apparent, harassment and rampant bullying that happens?
I know, Paul. It's just more craziness, and it just shows how mad the woke revolution is. It's like life imitating art, and in this case, life is imitating one of those flying high movies, and it's not going to be good for any of us. We need to get back to common sense and restore it to the basic decency that we've had in this country for generations.
Rita, I mean, again, I know I sort of force you to read one of these every single week, but fair dinkum.
Well, I think you're making light of this. The report said there was a penis drawn on a chair.
Oh!
And I think there should be some sort of an inquiry into that, because you can't just be drawing penises in workplaces. I would have liked to have seen some more examples.
School. I don't think there was a school that was unmarked.
I would have liked to have seen
liquid paper, texters.
But who drew it, Rita? Who drew it?
Well, I presume someone from the patriarchy trying to intimidate the women folk. I mean, what other explanation could there be? But, I'm happy for any ugly behaviour to be called out, but I thought our air traffic controllers were among the best in the world. Aren't they, when they're tested against their colleagues around the world? Don't they tend to return fairly positive results? And I think that's something to be quite proud of. If there's any cultural issues, I would like them to be ironed out. But the last thing I would want is diversity quotas, because as Mark said, this is one area where you want the very best people doing the job. They're talking about people's safety, and you cannot compromise on that.